Hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video where I'm going to chat about brands that I tried for the first time in 2022. I saw Betty Jean do this video and I was like, that is so fun. I really want to make my own list. I did, and I have 25 brands that I tried for the first time this year. That's heaps. I have kind of everything here. I have eyeshadow palettes, I have face products, I have just stuff, and I'm just going to chat about it because I thought it would be fun. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I am from the Netherlands, hence the accent. I'm also slightly orcish, relatively vintage. I love spooky stuff, makeup, and being creative. Let me explain some things. Slightly orcish means that I'm green. I'm a light to light medium warm-ish olive. The relatively vintage means I am 46. I also have ADHD and I'm autistic, and I used to call myself the mystery box, but I think I'm just going to call myself a box of chocolates because, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. Or something. Anyway, let's just get into it. I will leave Betty's channel down below. I think that Angelica also did this video, if I'm not mistaken. So I will leave both ladies down below for you to check out. And I'm just going to get into it. Let's just start with the first brand that I have here, which is Sigma. Now, for Sigma, I have to explain it a little bit because technically I have tried Sigma before. I have their brushes. However, I've never tried their makeup. So the Sigma Beauty makeup part instead of the Sigma brushes, that is new for me this year. And I have tried stuff from the Alice in Wonderland collection. So I have their eyeshadow palette and I have their blush squad. Their blush squad, their blush duo or their face duo. I have talked about this, and this is okay. It's not as good as I had thought it would be. It's also kind of a color thing. It's kind of a formulation thing. I feel that this one is a little bit, it feels a little bit dry. However, now that I have that fan brush from Lethal Cosmetics, now this is very pretty. And this shade, it's not the perfect color for me, but with the right cream blush underneath, I can kind of spruce up the color. So yeah, the eyeshadow palette I've not filmed with. I've not filmed with this collection. I've used this off camera a bunch of times actually, and yeah, this is everything that they said it would be. The quality is just so good. I think the color story is very pretty as well. It was just, I don't know, by the time that I got it, other things I wanted to film with. So I've never filmed with this, but this is a palette that I actually reach for when I am not filming. I don't have it on today. Actually, I have one on from Stacey Alex. But I think that the whole vibe of this, I'm very happy that I finally tried their eyeshadow formula because I think it's very nice. It's buildable, it's pigmented, buildable, and still blendable. And the shimmers are stunning as well, and I really enjoyed working with that palette. Next I'm going to go to another eyeshadow, to some more eyeshadows because I can, and that is Viseart. Now I've wanting to try Viseart for a long time, but it was just, you know, every time it was kind of not this. So when they released these two of the Petit Fours, I was like, I want to try these. And I was not surprised, but I was just happy that these lived up to the hype, at least for me. So these color stories, I love them both. I think they're very pretty. The shimmers are more along your old school traditional shimmers and not extremely foiled. But I don't really mind that. I like having that different option. I think that the mattes blended very nicely. I thought it was just easy to work with, and it was a nice pigment as well. And just kind of an easy, I don't know, these were an easy formula. Then I got actually from my friend Emmy, I got the dark edit. She wasn't using it and she was like, do you want it? And I was like, yes please. So I have used this a few times. The colors are darker, but I feel that it's still easy to work with. It's a little bit of a stiffer formula, I feel, than the quads that I have here, but still, I'm very happy that I have this. I really enjoy it, and yeah, I just love the packaging as well. Next, I'm going to go to an indie brand, and that is XNO Cosmetics for their Queen Bee palette, because this is the palette that I tried from them. Yeah, it's, you know, when they released the Queen Bee, I was like, I really need this palette. I did film with this. I should have a video up on my channel or maybe even a live stream. Here's the color story. It was very nice to work with. It was easy to work with. It was a nice pigmentation. The shimmers, these two shimmers, again, more your old school traditional shimmers, but they're still very pretty. And then this one, shade Honey, is a little bit more foiled. I think that this color story is also cute, but I know that I kind of wanted to change out this color because for me, these two are enough. Yeah, but I really did enjoy the formula, and yeah, I had to have it, so I was pleasantly surprised that I really love that as well. Let's next go to Sydney Grace. And maybe you already know the palette that I'm going to show you, and that is the Tiny Marvels. Now, this is not a new palette, it's also not a new brand, but this came into my collection this year, and it was my first time trying Sydney Grace. And yeah, this Tiny Marvels palette, I don't grab her often, and honestly, I did not buy it to use often. I bought it because of Mel, and if you don't know who Mel Thompson is, she was such an amazing human. She was a big part of the beauty community. She unfortunately passed away, and this was her collaboration with Sydney Grace. And when it launched, I did not really have sufficient funds. This year I was like, when it restocks, I'm just going to get my hands on this, because this was just this just needed to be in my collection. So, and I really do enjoy the formula. Yeah, I really do enjoy the formula. That's basically all I can say. But it's not really the reason that I bought the palette. Let's next go to Colored Rain. And from Colored Rain, I tried a bunch of things. So basically, I tried the entire Queen Bee collection. So I have here the lipsticks. I have the liquid lipsticks. The lipsticks are very nice. They're a very nice, smooth formula. The colors are stunning. The components are stunning. I really enjoy these lipsticks. Their liquid lipsticks are, and the lipsticks and the liquid lipsticks are orangey leaning. If you want to see them in action, make sure to check out the video that I did with the collection, because I swatch everything there. This formula is a very thin formula, and I really do enjoy this, and I think that the colors are pretty as well. I also have a lip liner. I have one lip liner left. There was one lip liner I did not like, so I have one lip liner left, so I tried that as well. And then yeah, here's the palette, and this is just, can we just appreciate the way that the wings flip? It's just so cool. And honestly, this palette, when I use this, it's again the complete experience. You get the bees that are embossed in there. I love the color story. The shimmers in here are stunning. They both have a flip to them, and this made me want to try more from Colored Rain. Now I haven't as of yet, because there wasn't really anything that I was like, this is going to be the one. But this palette, I love this so much. I think that the quality is so good. So yes, let's go for funsies to something that I tried, and granted I tried only two things from this brand, and that is Pinky Goat. So what I tried were falsies and their lash glue. The falsies were meh, but I have my favorites. They're not bad, but they were kind of, you know, meh. And the lash glue, that's the one that I still have here. This was in my worst of beauty of this year. This is trash, according to me. This is a latex and not a higher end latex. Like for instance the Duo Glow, the old school Duo Glow in the white tube with the blue lettering also contains latex, but you don't smell it. This smells like the cheap latex tubes that you can get around Halloween time. You know, the special effects kind? And unlike those products that stick very well to the face, this one did not. It turned into kind of a shiny rubber, and that's not the look that I'm going for as a lash glue. So, but I did try them, so they could be in this video. Okay, I also have here a face palette from the brand Saint. Now I actually recently found out that Saint is an MLM. I did not know. So yeah, that's also very interesting. Not that I have anything against it per se. But that's a discussion for a whole other time. I'm not going to go into that now. But I have a face palette from there. So I have a bunch of shades. As you can see, I have the shade June, Olive, Rose Gold and Saint-Tropez. June is actually in summer. It's a very good match foundation wise for me, and this was the formula that I really enjoyed. Now the shade Olive, it's a bronzer, but it's a very stiff formula, so it's not really something that I actually enjoy using that much. Rose Gold is also pretty, maybe a little bit too subtle for my taste. And then Saint-Tropez is also a very pretty color, but again a little bit more of a stiffer, drier formula. So out of this, I kept this in my declutter because I do like to have it in my arsenal basically, but honestly, of everything that's in here, this is the shade that I like the most. It's just a nice creamy texture that I enjoy. So yeah, that's also a brand that I tried this year. Then let's go to Aether Beauty. I have known about this brand for a few years, ever since they launched. They're also available here in the Netherlands. Douglas sells them. But when I saw this palette released, I was like, this is the time that I'm going to try them. And I have it here. And this is the Desert Sunset palette. Now, this color story, it's a pretty bland color story. But it's a very, very nice palette to use. I was pleasantly surprised how still, even though this is kind of a boring neutral palette, I still got a lot of pigmentation. And I also really like the fact that there's that pop of coral in there in a matte and then also in a shimmer. What I also really love is their packaging. It's all cardboard. It's just, I think it's just, I love the aesthetic of them. And the one that I'm still kind of eyeing is their Amethyst palette. It's an older palette and I'm not planning on picking it up. But I really do enjoy this. And honestly, I need to move it to where I can see it more often, because I really need to use this more. Because this is just, I really, really enjoyed this. The shimmers are somewhat more old school, but they're very smooth. They're nice and shiny. I really enjoyed this palette as well. Yes. Let's go to a Dutch brand, because I can. So Jessie Maya, she is a Dutch influencer. She's also on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. Her videos are in Dutch though, so you know, there is that. But she launched a makeup line this year, and it was based on lippies. It was liquid lipsticks, lip glosses and lip liners. You have heard me rave about her lip liners. Those lip liners, they are so nice. They're in 3 colors and I hope that she will expand very soon, because they're also humongous. They're like this big. They're so good. What I actually grabbed just out of my collection are her liquid lipsticks. I also have 2 of her glosses that I really enjoy as well. But these liquid lipsticks, the formula of this, if you love Black Moon Cosmetics, you'll love this one as well. And kind of vice versa. The formula is thin. It's nice and pigmented. It dries down quickly. It's not crusty. It's not, you know, when you do that it balls up. It's just so nice. These are the colors, and actually my favorite colors are the 2 darker ones, but I hope that she will release more, because it's just, yeah, we need to yes, I don't know if you're watching this, but we need to have more colors. Pretty please. Yes, please. Okay, next I'm going to go to another eyeshadow palette, because I can, and this is Kraken Cosmetics. This brand I've also known for quite some time, and I actually got this as a gift from one of you, the Survive the Night palette. I have mentioned this, I've done a video with this, I've mentioned this also in brands that no one's talking about. The formula is very soft. It's kind of like Lethal's formula, although I feel that Lethal has changed their formula recently. This is soft, but very blendable, and the pigmentation actually surprised me for the color story and basically the softness of the shadows. The shimmers are a little bit more like satin shimmers, but still I really enjoy it. So yeah, the next brand that I'm going to mention is a brand that's unfortunately no longer existing, but I did try them this year, so they can be in this video. And it's Dede Signature. This is the Exotic Skewer palette. And I was so sad to hear that she was closing her doors. Now this palette, the quality of this, oh my lord, it blew me away. The shimmers were stunning. The mattes were so easy to work with. This shade, oh, it's just, it's so pretty. And honestly, it's quite unique in my collection, so I still have to fill my eyeshadow palette declutter, and I'm on the fence on this one, if I'm going to keep it or not, just for that shade. Even though you cannot get it anymore, I'm going to have a lot of fun just using this off camera as well. So yeah. Then I am going to go to, let's go to Smashbox. Because even though Smashbox is an older brand, they also pulled out of the UK market, unfortunately. I know that Douglas still sells them here in Europe, but I don't think that they have everything. I don't know what Smashbox is doing. However, they came out with the Halo, and that's what I tried. That is the first and, as of yet, only product that I have tried from Smashbox. I really enjoy this. Now, this is in the shade Light Olive. It's olive, but it ain't light. Just saying, this is perfect for me in summer, and it's also when I use it, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was Smashbox. Let's next go to, oh, you can also go to the side. I need to make a little bit of room. Let's go next to a brand that launched this year, and that is Fantasy Cosmetica. I have all her palettes here. Let me put them in order of when they came out. So she came out first with the Druid palette. This is the palette that I bought myself when I saw it, because I just love the color story so much. I am now affiliated with the brand, so I have a discount code. All my discount codes will be probably on the screen as well if I have them, and they will also be in the description box. This is the Druid palette, and this is just such a unique color story. I love this one so much. The quality blew me away. The mattes were nice and pigmented. It's still easy to work with. This dark green, it's not patchy. It was just such a joy. And the shimmers are stunning. There's a combination of shimmers, regular shimmers and duochromes in here. Then the next palette that she released was the Sorcerer palette, which looks like this. And again, the quality very nice. This is not a color story that I grab for often though, but the quality very nice indeed. And I just love what she's doing. Gamer inspired. It brings me back to the days when I still gamed a lot. I haven't as of late, but I do kind of want to get back to it. And then the last that she released was the Bard, which is also such a fun color story. So this time of year, and this brand is going places. I cannot wait to see what she comes out with next. It's just, yeah, stunning. And it's so nice when you find a brand like that. Okay, next brand I'm going to go to, let's go to this, is Clarity Cosmetics. I got 2 of their palettes as a gift from some of my friends. Let's start with this one, which is the Cobra palette. This made me want to get the Croc palette. I didn't because of shipping and VAT. That's the reason that I didn't get that palette. But this palette, it's just, yeah. The pans are humongous. I don't use this palette often, but it's just, when I grab this palette, I usually play here, because this is just a combination that I enjoy so much. Yes, I know this is a dark blue, but this is a dark blue that I can vibe with, that I really do enjoy. So yeah. Or I go to the teal. I've also done a monochromatic look with the teal, and then, oh, very pretty. Yes, Clarity Cosmetics. The next palette that I tried was the Evil Mermaid palette, which, yeah, is also, again, it's a blue palette. And these blues though are a little bit more on the kind of a gray-green side, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, this I really did enjoy as well. And I think that the formula is also nice. I do have to say, I think I love the Cobra one a little bit more though, just color story wise and theming. I'm throwing stuff all around. Okay, let's next go to Artitude Cosmetics. This is a brand that has been around for a little while as well. They're based in the UK, and they sent me I think 2 palettes in PR. I think that was it. And I tried it this year. This is the Phoenix palette. I did a live stream with this palette. It's a bigger palette, and while the color story may not be something that I gravitate towards often, the quality is so nice. You can do so much with this, and there's also a multichrome in here, which is the center shade, which is the shade Phoenix. And this is just, I have more of these shades in my collection, but this is just such a stunning shade. The mattes were very nice to work with. There are different shimmer finishes in here as well. So some are a little bit more shiny, some are a little bit more muted and maybe even satiny. I think it's a very nice quality. I need a cloth. Hello, kitty cat. I don't have room on my desk, honey buns. We are graced with one of the kitty cats by the presents, but my desk is full, so she has no room to go. Let's next go to another, let's go to something that's not eyeshadow. Let's go to a brand that I want to say it in French. It's La Manufacture, and I think you just say La Manufacture, but that just doesn't sound right because La is a French, it's a thing. Anyway, this is a kind of a customizable foundation kit, and you get a scanning thingy with colored dots on it, and then you basically take a picture with that of your face, and they give you your perfect recipe, and then you can mix it yourself with all the tools that they give you in the box. Now this unfortunately did not work for me at all. The finish of the foundation is stunning though, but it's the lightest one is my depth, so and they don't have a blue measuring in that measuring thingy, so it doesn't pick up on the fact that my skin is olive. So I get weird recipes, and I'm very sad about that, because if they expand that, so include also blue mixers and make their lightener, basically their base, a little bit lighter, I will probably try it to see if it works, because I thought it was a brilliant idea, but for me it was an utter fail. But it was the brand that I tried this year. Next, let's go to Lena Lashes, or Lashes by Lena. I tried her B palette this year. I bought it actually last year, but I tried it this year. I think that the site is currently under construction. I don't really know why exactly, but yeah, this is what she looks like, and I've raved about this palette on numerous occasions. The whole packaging, the quality, the color story. If you search my channel for Lena Lashes, then you will see it mentioned quite often. Then let's go to Death and Candy Custom Creations. Her gel life, no, what is it called? Her liquid life gel base. This is my jar, and I actually have a smaller jar as well where I scooped stuff out of. I scooped this into a smaller jar, and the smaller jar is the one that you see me using when I use this. I usually show this, but I don't dip into this one often. I just pick out what I need and then put it in a tiny jar. But this is the shimmer primer that I use. This makes just my eyeshadow stay put. I use it in every time I do my makeup and I use a shimmer as a shimmer. You see me using this. So if you want to know how I use this, go watch anyone. Well, you could watch the last one that went online from Rebel Rouge Labs. Be me basically trying out some new makeup and chatting about the new ink that I was getting, that I have here right now. I show you how to use that. So yeah. Okay, let's go there. Let's go to Rebel Rouge Labs then, because I have tried them for the first time this year as well. So the brand was kind enough to send me some things in PR. She sent me lippies. I have only tried this one, and the formula reminds me of the Maybelline Superstay liquid lipstick formula. So I do have to prep my lips correctly. It's a little bit more of a thicker formula, so it feels a little bit more heavy. But if you've ever tried the Maybelline Superstay, you kind of know how this is as well. It does, honest to God, stay on all freaking day. The last time that I wore the shade, what's the shade called? Right, this one, I had to scrub it off at the end of the day. So once it sets, it's not going anywhere. So I also have 3 palettes. I have the Howlin' For You. This is the only one that I haven't tried yet. Ooh, this is the Howlin' For You. I haven't tried it yet, so I have no idea. But if it's anything like her other 2 palettes, then I'm probably going to love it as well. Let's go to the palette that's just shown on my channel. That's this one, the Bubblegum palette. This is the collaboration that she did with Alexa, and this is just such a cool palette. It's very much a one fits all, basically. Face, eyes. If you want to see it in action and hear more thoughts, go watch the video that I did with it, and I will probably link it underneath the card if I have the room. But it's just so fun to use. The matte shades are very nice. They work perfectly on your face, on your eyes. The shimmers are stunning. It's just a very cool palette. And then my favorite, that's the As the World Falls Down, which is Labyrinth inspired. This was in my best palettes of 2022. I love this palette so much. I love it so much. The reason that I didn't grab it today, because it was in the pile and I didn't want to pull it out because I was afraid I was going to forget talking about it. But this is just the palette that I grab for so often. You have no idea. I love this one so much. The quality is so nice. So nice. Okay, let's next go to... I only have kind of face stuff left, so let's go to the Nessa Myrix. I tried her for the first time this year as well. I tried the Vision Cream Cover Foundation, which was an utter complete fail. If you want to hear me explain how, go watch the Worst of Beauty that I did, because this one is the worst foundation I have ever tried, period. And it also makes me not want to try any other foundation that she has. You know, if you have any foundation of her that you love, let me know down in the comment section. And then my friend Debbie sent me the Vision Flush Blush in Bread and Butter. This I really do like. I think that the color is pretty. I like the formula as well. It's a little bit of a... I almost want to say... It's almost... It's an interesting formula. Kind of, I don't know... jelly. I don't know how to describe it, but I really do enjoy this color. I just use it on the back of my hand and then pick that up with my brush, so I never actually dab it on my face directly. I think this is a very, very nice product. Yeah, this foundation though, oh hell no, it's the Vision Cream Cover, and I had the shade 2.75, which was a good match shade-wise, but that was basically where it ended. Okay, let's next go to Kosas. I have a few things that I still have in my collection. I have their foundation, and yeah, I have the shade Neutral Olive 160, light neutral olive, and this is right now my perfect shade. I really enjoy this foundation a lot. I also have their concealers, and the shade that I use right now, which is 3.20, this one it's almost done, and I desperately need a replacement because these are so good. I also tried their setting powder. That one was okay, but I don't really, there's basically one pressed setting powder that I love to use, and that's the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I also love the one from Kiko, but that's more of a buffing powder basically. Their powder, it was okay, it wasn't, yeah, so I actually decluttered that, and then yeah, the tinted face oil was a fail for me, so, but I did try Kosas this year. Then, oh, I almost forgot, I also tried Chantecaille this year for the first time. Because my friend Debbie sent me a blush. It's so cute. It's so cute, and it has the embossing of a bee in it. I don't know the name. I think it's Emotion, or is it an Emotion blush in the shade B? I don't know, but that's what it says on the box. Emotion, and then in those things it says B, so maybe that's helpful. This is such a stunning blush. Such a stunning blush. I love that it's a small component. I just love everything about this blush. I have wanted to try Chantecaille, but their price point is very high, and I just haven't had the opportunity yet to try more from the brand, but I do really want to in the future. Let's go to Blend Body Cosmetics. I have two eyeshadow palettes here. I have the Surge, which I got as a gift, and I have the All Done Up, which I bought myself. And I know that the Surge came out, I think it came out last year, but I tried it this year. And it's just such a good quality. It's such a nice palette. It's deserving of all the hype, for sure. And then this one, the All Done Up, it's just such a nice, I don't know, grungy neutral palette. I really enjoy it. These shimmers that are down here are also very pretty. They're very sparkly. The mattes are very easy to work with. They are nice and pigmented. They're still buildable and they're still blendable. So, and I actually like that this one is just a size smaller than this. And the reason for that is that this has one row of shades more than this one. So the pans are exactly the same. It's just one row less shades, and I don't mind that. Then let's go to Cosmic Brushes, and I actually have a few things. I need to grab the other one as well. So from Cosmic Brushes, I tried the Serenity palette. When this launched, I bought it, and I'm so happy that I did. It's just deserved all the hype that it got. For sure, the mattes are stunning, the shimmers are stunning. It's a palette that's so easy to work with, and every time I pick this up, it's just such a joy to use. The other thing that I have from them are their brushes. I don't really, do I have the complete brush set here? The brushes are dirty because I use them. But yeah, she released not too long ago this brush set, which is her faux natural vegan brush set. And this is the set that I have. I don't know if it's currently in stock. Last time I checked, it wasn't. I use most of the set regularly. I actually tried this one for concealer today because it's a synthetic brush, so you can. And it works. Maybe I will try using it for eyeshape because this is the only one that's a little bit too dense for my taste. But for the rest, all the other ones, yeah, I really enjoy those as well. They blend beautifully. They pick up product beautifully. Then the last brand that I'm going to mention today is Haus Labs after the rebrand. I was not interested in her stuff before the rebrand, but after the rebrand, yeah, I was very excited. So the first things that I actually tried was a bronzer and a highlighter. The highlighter that I have is shade Fire Opal, which is, for me, it's just basically a blush topper. And in summer, I can use it a little bit more as a highlighter, but it's a blush topper. Do I have it on today? No, I don't. But the effect that I have now is also something that I can find with this one. It's just stunning. And then the bronzer. I started with the bronzer in light level 4. which I can use in summer, but it's a neutral bronze. So I actually repurchased shade Light Level 2, which works fabulously for me. I actually forgot to wear bronzer today. Wow. So when I'm done filming, I will put this one on. I love this one. I also have the loose powder that I also really enjoy. What can I say? It's a loose setting powder. I enjoy it. And then we have the foundation. Now I have here in my hand shade 190, I believe. Yeah, one shade 90. I also have shade 30. Now I thought shade 30, based on the darkness of this one, I thought shade 30 would be a better match for me, but it's actually pretty light, so it's probably my very depth of winter color, but I don't care. I mix the two together. I love this foundation so much. It's one of the favorite foundations of this year. I actually don't have it on today because I wanted to try the Charlotte Tilbury one again, the one that I have, and I really enjoy that finish as well. But this is just for me such a natural finish. I know that some people find it a glowy foundation. For me, not necessarily. It does give me some glow, but my body has glow as well, you know. So I don't know, it just works. I really love it. I love the texture. I love the way it feels on my skin. I love the way it looks. I love it. Quite enjoyed this video, just chatting about makeup, which I love to do, and I hope you loved to watch it as well. Let me know down below if you have tried any of these brands. Let me know if there maybe are brands that you're like, you really need to try these. Let me know down below. And don't forget to check out my description box. Also don't forget to check out Betty's video and Angelika's video. And then, yeah, that is going to be it. I don't know exactly when this video is going online. So it is either happy holidays or I hope you had happy holidays. But I can just wish you a happy holiday season. Please be careful with the fireworks. Enjoy and yeah, do what you love to do. Yes, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye guys.